for Lori and Friends provided by Waste Management. Think green, think Waste Management.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lori and Friends. You can applaud. You can applaud. Okay, thank you. This is going to be so much fun because this is the Lori and Friends 25th anniversary show, part one. It's so big a deal, we had to divide it up into two parts. This is part one. So I found my original show on VHS tape, okay? Put it on a DVD. There it is.
What's VHS tape?
Okay, get her out of here. She's too young.
Oh, I'm sorry.
September of 1994.
Wow.
The very first Lori and Friends. Some of you were there.
I wasn't even born yet.
Okay,
I don't think
we
I
got.
Just kidding, we just hit the gym.
And it's going to be
It's not our
so.
show.
So what these shows are is a collection of a lot of my favorite friends coming on and talking about their experiences on the show and just talking about it. So I want you to picture a much younger, somewhat thinner Lori Queso.
But the same hair.
So, no, the hair has changed so many times that it's not even funny.
I think it started like
Yeah, we don't even do years anymore. We just do hair colors and styles. Yeah, Lou, why are you here, Lou? No, because Lou made the show possible. That's why he's here. You're going to see all these different people and a few more.
And we
But
also
left
have
for
a,
their
hu-
tea
we have a
times.
huge, and there's a huge announcement coming up about a new show that's going to be coming.
Oh
on.
yeah, I know. Yeah, a news show.
Who's
Yeah,
Lou?
yeah, Fred.
Who's Lou?
Do I
So-
get my jacket today?
So just because you've done the show a few times, you don't get a jacket, Judy Clark.
We gotta
If
stop
this
interrupting
isn't
her.
SNL.
It's not
So
Fred show, let her talk.
picture in your mind, back in 1994, a young, vibrant, thinner Lori
I
Queso.
get all you have feeling that was.
Wow.
She's talking about you.
So what I did was I had my 3-month-old Cameron. Cameron is now an accountant working somewhere in Niagara Falls. And he was the only child I had at the time, and I had him right over there in a swing. And I would, if you'll just excuse me for a second, I would just go over here and I would do the swing and I'd push him and he would watch me and I'd go, hello and welcome to Lori and Friends. And then from that point on, it was all about me. And basically for the last 25 years, it's been,
No truer statement is that.
it has been all about me. But it's not really all about me. Thank you. It's not really all about me.
Would you like
Okay.
a coat too, Lori?
No, I couldn't fit into the coat, Judy. That's for thin people.
Figure out how to do
It has been, thank you. Mr. DeMille, will you get in for my close-up?
it. Scepter?
It has been, is there a banner and a crown involved with all of
You
this?
are the mother of something from that Game of Thrones?
Or I look like, sorry, here, Judy. There, I'm having a hot flash because it's different from that. It has been so much fun because I've had so many friends on doing this. We've learned so many things. So picture, my kids don't know what it's like not to have a mom with her own television show. So in the backyard, we've had crazy trained dogs. We've had a bald eagle. We've had a chimpanzee. And my kids think this is all just normal. Doesn't everybody have that? They also knew what it was like that for a while there, every week, the cameras would come into the kitchen and they had to be really quiet because mom tapes her show, which was just
And all kinds of free
Kind
dinners
of.
so mom didn't have to cook.
no, the free dinners, the crew ate that before Fred ever got home. We hope you enjoyed this first Lori and Friends 25 years, and then next week, show number 2. And everybody's enjoying their coffee and everything. Thank you for being a part of it for 25 years. I can't tell you, this has just been awesome. I just really love this.
We have to
Thank
thank
you.
you too, Lori.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a love fest. We'll be right back.
This lush expanse of green does more than beautify our world. Trees help clean the air of carbon dioxide, a major greenhouse gas. As North America's largest recycler, last year alone, Waste Management recycled enough paper to save over 41 million trees. From everyday collection to environmental protection, think green. Think Waste Management.
This is Amanda Van Uden, and she is responsible for my hair.
It's true, I
In
am.
fact, this morning it was like a wedding. She came here to do my hair right here very, very early.
I did. I didn't get to finish because Mark said we had to tape.
Yes,
so I'm
exactly.
going to just... Fred, actually, if you could come out and hold my brush for me, if you want to. Can you just hand that to me? You know, let me just...
My husband
Actually,
is part
you know
of
what?
this
No,
now.
this doesn't feel comfortable. Now, this does. These aren't Bluetooth. Careful. I can't touch this or he gets upset 'cause it's not Bluetooth. So,
We are changing
what? Lori,
here.
Lori, watch out, please.
This is going to be Fred and Friends. Amanda's going to be doing my hair, and my new executive producer is coming on.
The brains and the beauty behind the show.
We will be
Yeah.
we'll be taking
Yeah,
over
we're
for the
gonna be
next
together.
25 years.
Lori, we'll invite you as a guest.
No, Ian Marie, no.
No, we don't want to.
We can't talk about that right now. That's
Get off.
That's off.
Get off. Get off. Get off. You know what? Amanda, how long have you been doing my hair?
Well, it's not about color tubes, Lori. There's too many to count, so we don't count years either.
We don't do.
No, we can't do that.
How many different colors have you made my hair in the last 20-some years?
How many compliments have you gotten?
A lot. A lot.
So it's hard to it really is hard to count. So
It is.
But I'm done now. I don't want. I'm done.
No, but wait a minute. I
It's
want you
2
to tell
minutes.
people. I want you to tell people when I come
Signed
in.
under contract with somebody else now, Lori. I have 2 minutes, okay?
When I come into Shine Studio.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, am I not like the most perfect, client that comes in?
You don't expect any celebrity treatment.
I don't expect celebrity treatment, right?
No, not at all. No.
No.
I want to be done now. I gave you my 2 minutes. I am under contract with Fred and Friends.
Fred and Fred.
It's been a good round.
Thank you for coming.
Many to
Dave.
go, and we'll have you on our show, okay?
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate
All
that.
right.
Oh, it's going to be a fun day. Finally, Anthony Domino is with me. Anthony, you and your family have been with me on this show right from the very beginning for the full 25 years when we started this. I remember going in and talking to you and your sisters and saying, would you like to be my food sponsor? And you guys were in right from the beginning, so I want to thank you. But your mother has played such a big, important part on my show. And she would come on to promote things like the Pink Elephant, and the very, very first time she was on, she made her Hungarian cookies. And I had this old Mixmaster, and all she did was complain the entire time that the Mixmaster did not move fast enough. And I said, well, I can't do anything, and her cookies weren't getting done, and it was one of the funniest shows I ever did. And the next morning, I went out in my driveway, and there was a KitchenAid Mixmaster, and your mom gave that to me. And I have used it every year since, and it was like from year 2 and on. I just want to thank you and your family for being such a big part of this with me.
Well, thanks, Lori. I appreciate it. My mother kind of took this show as her own, and she felt really fondly of you, and she would watch every week, so she was a loyal watcher. So
She was a big fan. But you're right. And whenever she came on, Anthony, she took right over. It was like her kitchen. It was what she wanted to do. And I can't tell you how much I miss her and how much I loved her.
well, I'm sure she probably was in your cupboards organizing while she was waiting on the set. I could just imagine that.
She did such a wonderful job, and I really feel like I'm part of your family. I especially feel that way when I go to Tops, my Tops, the Lewiston Tops, which is the only place I shop, and everybody asks me where to find things because they think that I work there because I'm there so often.
Well, you've always been a loyal shopper of our store, and when you first came and asked us the idea of your program, we thought it was just a perfect match for us because we're in the food industry. You like to cook. It was like a match made in heaven.
So I want to thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of this.
Congratulations on your 25 years.
25 years. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you and your family for doing so much with me. And your mom's here with us today. I know she is.
Yeah,
because
she
if she were here, boy, she'd be a big part of this. She'd have pushed you right off. It would have been her.
She would have got the microphone. Absolutely.
Thanks for being
You're
here.
welcome.
This is Lou Panessa. Lou, you were actually there at the very, very beginning of Lori and Friends.
That makes me old.
Well, it makes it. Well, I don't know how it makes you old if it doesn't make me old. But go ahead, take full credit.
So we went back many, many years ago. Back, it was a whole different time back then. You couldn't get anything off the phone in 5 seconds. We had 24 to 50 channels. You were on channel 3, so you were really positioned very, very well. And at the time, we were just thinking of how do we do a community show that would tell people what's going on in the community, because they didn't have a phone to look it up real quick, and do it in a fun and entertaining way. And we thought cooking would be the hook. And even though you had no talent at cooking, you did have the personality to run the whole thing. And it's, in all seriousness, it's a testament to you to keep people interested for 20 years for a concept that should have died 15 years ago.
Thank you, Lou.
And we never had a big budget for the show. It was low budget, so we couldn't get a whole cake. But in honor, I did want to bring you, a little,
thank you, a little. It's a
piece
Twinkie.
of wine, to celebrate.
Well, thank
20
you.
years.
We
And
never had-
congratulations.
thank you. Was it more because of me, my talent, or the fact that I had a kitchen that would serve as a studio as well?
I was just nervous for Fred because I figured if you look back at the first show, you were going to hook him into another kitchen remodel.
Well, you know what? The kitchen has been remodeled a few times with different things, and these are the only perks available because I never would have had this if I didn't have the show. But I want you to go back 25 years, and how did you pitch this to Vince Lorendi, God rest his soul, that because it was kind of an odd concept?
All credit to Lorendis. They were huge into local programming and wanted to do community type programming. And this was kind of one of our features. This was a way to get the community, and a lot of people used to get excited to be on TV. It was a big deal to them. Now they're on YouTube. But now, to get on Lori and Friends was a big deal. You got to talk about what was going on. You got to promote your activity. You got to be on TV. They loved it right from the start.
Okay. Well, so all this time when you've really held it over my head that it was all because of you that I had the show. I mean, my God, I gave one of my children to you. You're the godfather to my middle child. I thought I owed all of this to you. You're telling me no?
Well, I would always reap the benefits.
Okay. During that time, you were doing what at Adelphia?
I was the programming and community affairs director, so it was my job to make sure that we reached out to the community and made Adelphia look good in the community, service the community. So I did a lot of sports play-by-play and stuff then. That's the stuff I like, so it was good that you could do this stuff.
Tell them what you also did Focal Point.
Yes. Focal Point was the show that the rest of the crew hated because they used to have to come in at night. And it was a call-in show, and we would do elected officials and things and let the public, grill the mayor and county legislators and everybody else.
Those were the fun shows.
Yeah, those were the fun shows.
Those were the fun shows. You gave me one show with a person you didn't want to do, and I sat there for 30 minutes and only got one call, and I think it was somebody that I had asked to call in.
I thought it was Santa Claus.
No, I never got to do Santa Claus. That was the good show. No, I got somebody, we won't name anybody, that I sat there and you said to me, Lori, when the phone rings, don't look at the phone and talk to the person. Just look at the camera. That was like really great advice, but nobody called all night. So thank you. Thank you for that.
Well, thanks for helping.
Thank you, Lou. Thank you for making Lori and Friends possible. Thank you. You never thought it would last 25 years. Admit it. Admit it.
No, but it did, and it's a testament. You're the only one I know who would do this for 25 years. Lori.
Thank you. And this is Stacey Adams, and she is part of the original Lori and Friends crew from 25 years ago. It started off, it was you, it was Francine, it was Steve, and both Francine and Steve aren't with us anymore.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
It is.
It's sad. It's terrible.
Because I loved them.
Yeah,
and the
me
very first few times that they came to the house with all of their gear to do the show, I know they were rolling their eyes. They thought, what, come on.
This was different.
It was different. We did this before anybody else did this. Even, what's that horrible cook's name that I don't like?
Emerald? No.
No. The woman. Where she has friends come on. Well, she copied me anyway. Rachel Ray, exactly. I mean, we did this before Rachel Ray ever even thought of doing that.
You're the original Rachel.
I am. I'm just the local Rachel Ray. Okay. And they first came in and they thought, what are we getting into? Because there was no rhyme or reason. This hadn't been done. They were doing a lot of talking head shows at Adelphia, which I hated.
Yeah.
And
that in sports.
In
this
sports.
was so completely different.
Yeah. And it would get them out of the studio for a while.
Which is always good.
And then I would try to trick them by doing different things that they weren't expecting. And so that they always appreciated that. But we did so many different things too back then. You were part of the telethon. We used to do that.
yeah.
I mean, and that went on at the time, like all night long. We would be there till 2 o'clock in the
Yeah, it was
morning.
like a 2-day ordeal.
Yeah. And what are you doing now?
Just having fun. Retired, not doing that camera stuff anymore. Yeah. Enjoying life.
Yeah.
Yeah, our boys are all grown up.
Yes.
It's like when I
yes.
started doing this, I used to bring Trevin and all the boys would go down in the basement and make a bunch of noise. We'd have to open the door once in a while. Shut up down there, we're taping. Yeah.
That's right.
And now they're all like adults.
Yeah, my oldest son is an accountant. My middle kid is an actor and a teacher, and my baby is now at UB for chemical engineering.
He just graduated this year, right?
He just graduated this year, but we're not old.
No.
Oh, I'm so glad you were able to come, Stacy.
Oh.
Really?
I miss doing this kind of stuff.
You can always come
This
back.
is the only thing I miss about cable. a couple of the people maybe, but this show was fun.
Oh, thank you. Thank you
Glad
so
to be
much.
a part of it.
25 years, but yeah,
Yeah.
and nobody expected it to last that long.
No.
Let's face it. No.
Especially not Lou Panessa.
Thanks for being on, Stacy.
Thanks for having me.
Lori and Friends has changed some people after they did the show. There was one particular person who was my gynecologist, and my neighbor, and one day I needed a guest very quickly, and I asked her to do that. This person, I see we've been joined by Judy Clark. This person is now down to being a medical doctor 1 day a week, no, maybe 2, and the rest of the time you are what, Ms. Clark?
I am an actress.
Yes, she's an actress. She's taken what is the training that you've actually had now that you've gone through?
I've done a couple classes. I've done a couple online classes. I take singing lessons, and I come on Lori and Friends.
And you brought somebody with you today.